Did you see Ben Broad's tweet at Rickful? Ah, god, what did Rickful do now? I saw this tweet before, actually. Now it's awkward. Now it feels awkward, I think. Not really, maybe. I made this deck. You made this deck? I doubt you made this deck. I really doubt it, sir. I was playing this in closed beta. But I mean, there's a, like, it's not, like, it's a, if you want to play this hero, all, like, a lot of the cards are gonna be the same. You know, it doesn't, it's not like a, it's not a Reina thing here. It's just like, if you play this hero, a lot of the cards are gonna be the same. Because he encourages you to play this guy, and he encourages you to play this guy, of course, and then you jam all the dwarfs in because they get buffed by this guy, and then you have a deck, right? You can do small variation with your gold cards. That's pretty much it. There's no staple gold card, I think, in this deck. Not even this is staple. I like the ones I have. I would like some others, but I don't have them yet. Free to play, by the way. So yeah, you can play any golden legendaries you have. Basically, I was playing a lot of different ones. It doesn't really matter that much, but this one you need to have if you want to play this deck. You start by playing your hero power almost every time, unless you have this guy in your hand already. Then you can play him first, and then hero power for this deck. So every game you get this guy and this guy on turn 1. Almost every game, depending on your mulligans. Yeah, question marks. I mean, if you don't know the basics of this game, it's kind of like, it's fucked up, I know. So you get an insane start, and you kind of want to win the first round. Because if you win the first round and you have resilient minions, which stacks onto the next round, you 2-0 a lot of opponents. Or, I mean, you can add a roach instead of the Elven bitch. But she's really good. She's better than Roach, I think. And this is the beauty of it. When you play it turn 1, you have 2 gold minions that can't be hurt by anything, right? So everything goes on this guy. And then you play this guy, return an ally to your hand. So he gets full health and +3 stats and buffs every minion again in your deck for +1. So this is like GG already. I have like a 90% win with this deck. Like, there's no way he can actually win this game now. Which is kind of sweet. Play this guy as soon as you can because he gets buffed by every dwarf too. It's just like a lot of buffing. He makes decks like a god. Like a god. Should I uninstall HS and pre-order this one? I don't know what you mean by pre-order. It's open beta. You don't buy the game. Just it's like card packs, right? I mean, even with I was top 50 yesterday, and I bought like 120 kegs, but I only needed like 60 kegs to build this deck. It depends on how lucky you get, but you can climb to top 50 without paying too much. I'm gonna pass. It's like a fucking knife juggler every turn. It hurts, man. Forsen, please stop streaming Gwent. It's so fucking shit. That's so weird to watch. I feel like I killed myself and uninstalled Gwent. It's funny coming from a guy who only wants me to play Hearthstone. That's actually pretty hilarious. Sorry for not laughing too loudly though.
I've no mercy for your kind.
Ah! No! Fucking chain lightning, dude. Stop! Oh my fucking god, man.
Let's go.
Okay, so now we're leading by 22 points. If he wants to beat us, he would probably have to play at least 2 cards. But then again, these cards are not really great. I'm gonna try and go for a 2-0 here. Because this guy actually shuffles 3 cards from the graveyard into his deck. So if he moves on to the next round, there's a great chance he will get one of those cards, which I don't want to happen. We're moving this guy here. We want to spread out the value so he doesn't kill the highest minion with a card. Okay, so now 32 versus 13. We're gonna pass here. Because we don't want to play any more minions on these boards. We don't want to play into Igni, which removes the highest power minion if the row is above 20 power. So yeah, now
fight for it.
Okay.
There's no time to whimper. Don't recognize your old mates.
Yeah, so he played everything there. So now it's 2 cards versus 1 card. Okay, so we have a lot of power here.
Interesting.
We're gonna win now. This guy hits maximum BM. No. Okay. It was a fairly good game. I'm gonna give him that, even though it wasn't really close. As I said, I have like 90% win rate with this deck. Light! I misclicked. I was gonna click that. Fuck, dude.
Jesse.
That was my most important one. Seriously though, should I kill myself if I fucking hate this game? I didn't say you should kill yourself, because what the fuck. Relax, man.
Hello, Forsen. I don't really care about the game, but that's not important. What's really important is that you have
feel
fun.
honored.
Smile, guys, please check your Amazon Prime. You might get sub for free to Forsen. Also use discount.
Okay, so what happened there? It's really ridiculous actually what happened there. So this guy summoned this one, which destroys the lowest units, right? And since all of my 4 minions were the exact same power, it removed all of them instead of one. Okay,
Observe a master in
let's see what you got, man.
You're one piece.
I'm gonna get fucked here.
your old mates.
Yeah, I got fucked by this potion, otherwise I would have won this. It's not like that legendary is not a common one, so I didn't feel like I should play around it. Good game, dude. Shut up, chat. That was just really unfortunate. And also I mulligan away my best card in the start because of a misclick. So that was like mainly the reason I lost as well. How RNG dependent is this game? There's like no RNG really if you compare it to Hearthstone. It's like, you see all that card? It's like a knife juggler, kinda, but it doesn't really impact anything because it doesn't matter what it hit on my board. It doesn't really matter what it hits on my board because it's all about power anyway. You never kill anything with it. That's important. It doesn't matter what the RNG hits on your board because power is power regardless. It's not like in Hearthstone where you hit the 1 HP minion and then you win the game, right? With a knife juggle. If you hit the 1 HP minion, that's just 1 power on your board. It doesn't really matter to win the game. Because the minions that it kills couldn't attack his face anyway, if that makes sense. So the better skill play almost always win. Yeah,
Jesse.
pretty much. The better player almost always wins. I think there's like there's no real meta right now, but there's a small meta, I guess. Where you see a lot of similar decks. There are some really cheap decks that are really strong, right? So that's why we're seeing them a lot right now in the start. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you why this deck is so good in the meta. Because a lot of people play this deck where you have this guy and he shoots this guy, destroy the lowest unit on the road, then banish that unit, you know, like this will destroy that. But I have, okay, so usually I have a card that can move a dwarf, right? But I don't have it right now in my hand, unfortunately. So he can move, it could be here and he can move this to this lane, but I can still draw it. I have to kind of try and actually draw it here with first, and even if I don't draw it, then I have this guy to silence it. So it's kind of fine. I'm gonna play this as well. Here we go. I just got it.
Stick together.
I got it here. So now I can decide whether or not I want to save this 3-drop, which is not very likely. It's not worth putting deco on the cow. I know I can do it, but it's not worth it. I want to use it for this guy. Or this guy now, that he got silenced. Now I decoy this guy. So now he wasted his catapult here. And now I'm 1 card ahead for the final round. And he starts with it, which is a huge advantage in this game. When your opponent starts, it's an advantage for you. He should pass here. Show more ceiling. It was actually pushed back. That's why.
Forsen boys, Forsen boys. Forsen boys.